There we go. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Thank you all for being a part of today's experience. And today's experience is all about the state of the district for us to actually give our members a feel of where we are and some of the things that went on through this year, all in an effort to encourage and inspire them. And it all helps with our road to the finish. This will be one of the more formal, or the last formal occasion for us to do it in this fashion, because COVID-19 actually took away a lot of these things from us. But I, again, thank you all for being a part of this experience. I sent the agenda to each of you. There's some minor changes, but we all will flow. So we will have the call to order once the meeting is called to order promptly at 2 p.m. Anton will take care of that, and we will go through the singing of the playing of the national anthems. And once we come up with the playing of the national anthems,
here comes Ivan.
Thank you. Once we come out of the playing of the national anthems, we will go right into Shakira, who will give us our inspiration and reflection, and she knows what she's going to do in that regard. And then from that, Anton will introduce me, and I will actually take over the chairing of the session and setting the stage and introducing the division directors and how that will look. We'll have 4 division directors speak. Then we'll be favored with a musical tribute in terms of the saxophone selection by Joseph. And he is one of our Toastmasters. And trust me, you will love it. And then I will come back. And as a matter of fact, once I introduce the first segment of speakers, I will do all of the introductions one time so that I won't have to go from A and then come back and B. I will speak to it and introduce you in that chronological or alphabetical order, A, B, C, and what's not. And what I ask you to do, you can just jump right in. And please use a closing word so that we know you're finished. Thank you. Mute your mics, turn off your cameras. And once we get to the 4th one, then I will introduce our special guest artist. And once the guest artist is finished, I will introduce the 2nd round of speakers. And that will be, once we get all that, could be the division A, B, C, D. Then we go E, F, then Barbara, Andre. And then Joseph will come back and do another selection. He will come back and do another selection. And then that'll take us into the trio. And that will be Andy, Ivan, and then I will introduce another artist who will give us a song to sing. Not give us a song to sing, but favor us with a selection. And then I will come on after that and bring it all together. And once I bring it all together, then we will create the opportunity for our members to actually field questions to us. Now, once I come on earlier, I will allow the members to know that if they have questions or things that they will want us to speak to type it in, and our Facebook monitors, once we get to that portion of it, will actually say the questions to us. And I don't have to answer everything. That's why the team is here. We can speak to those issues. Now, let me encourage you to be mindful of the timing. Division directors, you know your time, so we need you to stick to that 3 to 4 minutes. And as a matter of fact, we can help you with that. I know Toastmasters, we get excited. So Antoine, you have your virtual timing with you?
I do.
So awesome. So the division directors, everybody gets that 3 to 4 minutes, and the trio will get 3 to 5, and you can give me 5 to 7, please. So we go with the traditional timing of the lights. If you're doing the 2 to 4 is 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 3 to 5, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, 6, 7. With that said, any questions or anything that wasn't clear? You can go ahead, Anton.
For me, so 3 to 4 for the
Division directors.
directors, and then
division directors, and finance, PRM as well.
Okay, and then you 5 to 7.
Right. Andy and I are going to get 3 to 5. And I'll do the 5 to 7. All right. Any questions? So like I said, once I introduce you in your segment, I will introduce all of you one time. And I will speak to you one right after the next. And once it's your time, you come in, you address. And once you're done, ready, you say thank you. You turn off your mics, turn off your camera. And then the next representative should actually be gearing up to speak. Any questions, any concerns? Everybody's okay?
This is more with the divisions. Can we say, and now, you know, so and so from Division C? You know, can I say that, or is it just thank you and then turn my mic off, turn my video off, and then Division C?
You can say thank you because I'll introduce all of you one time.
Okay.
In that segment.
Okay. So I can just say thank you, and that closes it for me. Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Anything else? We go live in 1 minute. So everyone, we're about to go live. Let me say thank you. And since we'll be live, what you can do for the purpose of this exercise, you can mute yourselves. You can mute yourselves and turn your cameras off because we will be streaming live. We will be streaming live on Facebook. So please, if you turn on your cameras, be mindful of what you do because we are live. All right, thank you all so much. And let's get ready. 10 minutes.
Good afternoon, and welcome, fellow Toastmasters of District 47, to the State of the District Address. I will now call this meeting to order, and we will begin with the national anthem of the United States of America.
Son of the land, march on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your bearing, pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onward, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sunward, though the weather hide the wide and treasure show. Lift up your head to the rising sun of the land, till the road you've trod lead unto your God. March on,
I would now like to introduce distinguished Toastmaster Shakira Taylor for our moment of inspiration.
District 47. We have and are conquering the virus of the mind every day as a Toastmaster. That virus is fear. Amid the changes, what would have taken Toastmasters International, the educational system, and other systems in the world years is happening in one day. Yes, one day. One day we were sitting in the rooms with our club members. Some members we've been journeying with for 20 plus years, some for 10 plus years. The next day, we're online, connecting as a global community. And the virus of the mind, fear, showed its face. Not only do we as Toastmasters get up and speak, but now we have the technology and the new skills that we have to learn. How exciting it is to see that we conquered this virus by looking to a visionary mission statement that says, support all clubs in achieving excellence. So many of you achieved your goals this year. So many of you found your purpose this year. So many of you stepped up when the call came from leadership and volunteered. Toastmasters in the Bahamas were online with Toastmasters in South Florida, training and supporting each other. I could go on and on and on, but I know that you know that we all belong to the greatest community, and that is Toastmasters. So as we close out this fiscal year, I encourage you to continue to listen to each other, learn from one another. Let us support each other. Let us achieve our goals together. Do not forget your fellow Toastmasters who may have been forlorn from their jobs or they were impacted in some way. Reach out, be a lifeline. Now more than ever, the skills of Toastmasters will be relevant. Remain focused and committed. Never give up. I want to invite us now to take a moment of silence to honor this year that we have shared together, to honor those impacted by Dorian, by COVID-19, for the hearts that are broken across the district with the protests and the challenges of our current world. And in that silence, I also invite you to commit to finishing this Toastmaster year strong, to recommit to the Toastmasters promise, and to commit to stepping into the new year, the new Toastmaster year, fired up, ready to learn, ready to serve, and ready to grow. Let us have a moment of silence. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.
Thank you, Shakira. Now, please help me welcome our District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Leonardo Burrows.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Roll. My District 47 family. Today I welcome you to District 47's State of the District Address. It has been over 11 months since I took over the helm of this great district. And for those that are tuning in via Facebook, and you're not familiar with District 47, District 47 includes all of the Toastmasters clubs in Southeast Florida and the Bahamas. Today is a testament of hard work, cooperation, and resiliency. Today I share this platform not alone, but with some incredible Toastmasters who serve with me in the leadership of the district, because I believe we've accomplished great things because of a phenomenal team. And it's because of this team our membership is growing. It's because of this team we're navigating the choppy waters of COVID-19, and we're still coming out with a smile on our faces. And with this team, they will share in this moment with me. They will speak to you. They will share their experiences. They will talk about some of the things that they went through, and they will also give you an update of the things that has kept this district together and has kept us strong. And I introduce them in this order to greet you. Division A Director, Clint Conliffe, Distinguished Toastmaster. Division B Director, Mo Haji, Distinguished Toastmaster. Division C Director, Austin Canonica. And he is our incoming Club Growth Director. And rounding off this segment will be the incoming Division D Director, Valerie Johnson, Distinguished Toastmasters on.
Unmute Cliff. Clint.
Greetings, my Bahamian and South Floridian members of District 47. I have been bestowed this honor of leading the district address because I am the director of Division Awesome. That's right, Division A. I'd like to say we are the best, but that would be wrong. I would like to think of us as I would like to think of the divisions as legs of the octopus in support of the trio and District 47. Before all you mathematicians out there, you are saying there's only 7 divisions and there's 8 legs. Yes, you're correct. This last leg is the division the last leg is the district support staff to keep us all strong. I thank you for the opportunity afforded me this position to serve Division A as well as the district and to serve my area directors and the members of Division A. I'd like to thank my area directors because they have been with me this whole process, and they have kept me up and kept me strong when I didn't always feel so strong. And I'd like to thank my area directors, Andrea Robinson, Anita Fain Taylor, Peter Agbayegbe, Lisa Kumes, Jane Cabrera, and Price Polanese. And I also like to thank my cabinet members, and I call them cabinet members instead of council members because they're in the cabinet, they're in the closet. You may not see us, but they also kept me and the rest of us strong. Antoinette Bailey, Patrice Benjamin, CC Espew, and Maurice Fuller, they have all kept us strong. But don't worry, even though you had a great Division A team, don't worry, although we're transitioning, the new director, the new division director and his team, they will be just as strong because we will be behind them in the backgrounds, making sure anytime they need help, we're there for them. I originally looked at having Zoom as a negative. And I have been, as some of you know me, I've been kind of not quick to embrace technology. But as you see how great Zoom is for us, we can communicate better and more efficiently. So in closing, I'd like to stand up and salute. Oops, I'm not allowed to stand up. Ever since the Division A Zoom contest, I've been banned from standing up on a Zoom meeting. And if you don't know why, ask a friend. But I just like to say so long, and I love you all, my Division 47 family. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dignitaries, Toastmasters, and especially my friends from Division B. Division B stands for the best division. We have come a long way, Division B. Sometimes it might feel like you work hard and it's not appreciated. Be assured that your journey, your achievements, and your value is noticed. We see you working long hours in support of your clubs and members. Especially Division B area directors have made many visits to the clubs, both official and unofficial visits. You've stayed late to complete your grueling club visit reports. You worked tirelessly to support TLI events. You planned, organized, and delivered on your area contest. You helped in our division contest, and you helped and provided our district leadership reports and updates on your areas. Division B, we see you pulling together as a team as we face major calamities, such as the hurricane that devastated our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas. I've seen you come together and help send life-saving foodstuff, clothing, and other desperately needed materials. Soon after that, we were hit with a major pandemic that completely shut down our meeting locations, but this didn't shut us down or shut us up. We adopted and we moved on with Zoom and met virtually every week. Yes, it took some time to adjust and adapt to the new technology and the new way of delivering our speech, but we were resilient and overcame this setback. We see you giving up precious time with your family to give the time to our cause. None of this goes unnoticed, although some days it feels like an uphill battle, and we have come a long way. The progress you have made have paved the way for future success and resiliency. Many of your clubs have rebounded and are slowly growing their membership and continue meeting online. We are succeeding in ways that a few years ago we never could have imagined. Our work doesn't just enrich our lives, but it enriches our community. Every day your team benefits from your creativity, your hard work, your intelligence, and your leadership. This is why we all keep on striving to care and to do the job. You do it because you know your team relies on you and you won't let them down. Your area, division, and district team is there for you too, even when you drive us crazy sometimes. Think about how hard you have worked to get to where we are now in Division B. Together we are achieving great things. The work we do matters. We are proud of who we are. So tomorrow and the next day and in the future, when you feel discouraged or exhausted, remember what we have achieved and learned in our team and leaned on our team for support. Let them make you even hungrier to succeed. Thank you for your hard work and your commitment to service. Thank you, Division B, the best division in our District 47. Thank you.
Confreres of District 47. Austin Canonica here, your Division C director. I am from the division of the cool, calm, and collected confreres that represent Boynton Beach to Deerfield Beach, and maybe we'll even expand that someday. As we know, the district mission is to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. And I'd like to report that Division C has been adhering to this mission statement throughout this entire year. The state of Division C is in great shape, but it's not because of me solely. We have an incredible team in Division C, and I inherited an incredible division thanks to the immediate past division director, distinguished Toastmaster, Michelle Leeway, who I consider a dear friend and mentor. In addition, I've had a stellar team of area directors, Samantha Nguanzo, Jose Luis Mercader, Cedric Clement, and Duani Shaw, who have all been committed to this mission statement since day one. I've also had a team of support cast from Amber Lynn Kelly to Barthold Leonidas, Matthew Perlis, and David Zapata. Without the help of each of these confreres and all of the other members of Division C, we wouldn't be where we are today. I'd also like to give a special shout out to distinguished Toastmaster Sherry Thomas, who has helped so much with me since my very first day as a Toastmaster, but particularly this year, she was at all of the Division C events providing food and beverage for all to enjoy. Sherry, you're amazing. Let's start with the first part of the district mission to build new clubs. It was my mission to at least build one new club per our 4 areas in this year, and I could report that we have achieved that goal to this date, despite all of the challenges that were aforementioned by my confrere division directors. We started the JM Family Toastmasters Club, Kroger Digital Boca, Modernizing Medicine Toastmasters, and recently Midday Talkers. It's our goal to continue to build new clubs to the very best of our ability. In addition, we support all of our existing clubs in achieving excellence, and they have not let me down in any way, shape, or form. To date, we have several President's Distinguished Clubs, like City of Delray Beach Toastmasters, Sensor Toast, Office Depot, NCCI, the Toastmasters Club at FAU, Boca Raton Toastmasters, and Boca Raton Noon. One select distinguished club in Bill Gove Golden Gavel Club. Try saying that 10 times fast. Several other clubs have already achieved their goals. They just need to get their membership numbers up. And I am confident that with the excellent leadership that we have throughout the entire division, we will get those membership numbers up to where we need to be. That way, those clubs that have already earned their goals will achieve credit in the Distinguished Club program. Finally, we have seen this year many Toastmasters adopt pathways when they may have said at first they were not going to. And I really commend the efforts of everyone of adopting pathways because, as we know, next year, that is our sole educational program. To date, we have had at least 4 distinguished Toastmasters successfully submit their awards, one of them being his second distinguished Toastmaster. And I know that there are at least 3 times as many that number that are in process of submitting their distinguished Toastmaster award. I am beyond proud of all these individuals. Throughout the year, we've had successful Toastmasters Leadership Institutes, which got rave reviews and also a lot of great feedback for how we can improve for next year. And we're going to take all of that into account. We've also had Bonzer speech contests that were wildly entertaining, and all of our representatives that went on to the district level performed very admirably. Not only that, we also had socials to bring us together, which I believe is going to be one of the key ways that we are going to continue the excellence that we've established in Division C moving forward. I'd like to conclude by saying I'm confident that the state of Division C is in great shape because soon-to-be Distinguished Toastmaster Anthony Ellie will be succeeding me as the Division C Director. I'm very proud of the team that we have had this year and all that we've accomplished, and I look forward to continuing in our successes well into the future. Thank you.
Distinguished Toastmaster Johnson, kindly unmute your mic and you can proceed. Thank you so much. We'll now hear remarks from the incoming Division Director-elect, Distinguished Toastmaster Valerie Johnson.
Me? You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
You can go ahead.
I'm having difficulty with my audio.
We can hear you very well. You can go ahead. Okay, Valerie, you probably may need to unmute yourself, so I'm going to allow you to work on that for me a bit. and we'll come back to you. At this time, we'll be favored with a musical rendition, a tribute by Joseph Tapper, Sergeant at Arms from the Bride Toastmasters Club. Please welcome him. Thank you very much, Joseph, for such an amazing rendition. And one thing I'm excited about is Toastmasters don't only speak, we are gifted in other arenas. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but thank you so much for your patience, and we welcome back at this time distinguished Toastmaster Valerie Johnston.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Excellent. I thank you for the opportunity to speak to the state of Division D. Division D has 6 areas of 30 clubs. We lost one club, but that had been struggling for the last 7 years that I'm personally aware of. And every once in a while, we just have to say goodbye. We have gained 4 clubs, 3 of them corporate, 1 of them university, for a net gain of 3. 10 of our clubs have achieved distinguished
Valerie, we no longer hear you. Turn your mic on.
Thank you. Valerie is experiencing some technical difficulties, and that's okay. Thank you very much, Andy. So we'll move right into our second segment, and Valerie will get back to you. Technology is indeed a blessing, but in this virtual environment, technology also can give us some hiccups. Be that as it may, we continue with the second round of reports, and I now move on to our Division E Director, and this segment will include Distinguished Toastmasters All, Phyllis May, Gar Jackson, Division F Director, and Andrea Dorset, Division I Director. Phyllis?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. To get to the end of this year, which has been, as a lot of people have mentioned, a very challenging year that none of us anticipated to start with, I think is just remarkable that we can all share as much success as we have. And by the way, before I go any further, Clint, you are the only one who is officially able to say the word awesome and not get penalized for it. So I just want to say that yes, Division A is awesome. Division E is excellent, and that's that. All right. I've had an amazing group of area directors, starting with Sarah Sheritz, who is going to be our division director next year, and I know she'll do an excellent job. Eddie Martinez, Brandon Diaz, who we borrowed from Division A, Betty Ortiz Valdez, and Laura Larrabee. All of them, I think, would say that it's been a very rewarding year in so many ways, but especially the fact that they've been able to meet so many people and attain friendships. I know develop friendships that they might never have had before. We have had a lot of successes, I feel. Of course, like most of the divisions and clubs, this whole pandemic came at a very inconvenient time with dues renewal, and we're still working on that. Our club presidents, we communicated with all of them recently to contact people and to see how many of them could continue to pay dues. But we know, I know in my own club that we have people who have not worked for a couple of months now, and honestly, Toastmasters is not the priority. So I want to thank everyone. This has been a tremendous year. We've had, I feel, maybe I'm somewhat biased, but I feel like we had 2 excellent TLIs. The area contests that I've witnessed and been a part of were very special. the division contests were great. And of course, I would have to just happen to mention that I'm very proud that our Division E contestant won the district contest for the second year in a row. Not that I want to rub it in or anything. Honestly, everyone I was judge in several different contests, everyone I have thoroughly enjoyed. And just as people have mentioned before, Zooming has been a challenge, but honestly, I think we have people now who would prefer that we just stay with Zoom. So I hope that we can find a good balance with everything. But through it all, I am very, very proud to have led Division Excellent for the second time, and look forward though to just doing whatever I can in a helpful way. Again, thank you to everyone who's been a part of the success of the clubs. Thank you very much, and back to you, Mr. District Director.
Thank you, Phyllis. Division F.
Good afternoon, District 47, and good afternoon, Division F. I am your Division F Director, BTM Garth Jackson, and first of all, I'll begin by just thanking all of the individuals that made this year possible, the individuals that spent long nights, long days, trying to make sure that we pull off successful events and that we support our members as much as possible. I'd like to mention Toastmaster Ernesto Williams, Area 63, Area 60 Director, Toastmaster Gerard Roll, Area 61, Toastmaster Aikisha Benavi, Area 62, Toastmaster Juliana Duncanson, Toastmaster Juliana Clark, Toastmaster Juliana Clark, Area 63, and then our division executive team, DTM Boleg, Toastmaster Jules, Toastmaster Aubrey, Toastmaster Major, Toastmaster Turnquest, and the two individuals who consistently provide me with advice, whether it's advice that I would like to hear or don't like to hear, BTM Andre Kelly and BTM Tiffany Dorel Roberts. And then, most importantly, the individuals who are on the ground consistently working every week to ensure that our members are supported and that they are given the resources that they need, our club officers. And on behalf of District 47 and Division F, I would just like to thank you for all of your work that you have done this far, our members. The commitment that you've made to your roles, the commitment that you've made to stepping up to the plate when called on, the commitment to your speeches, the commitment to just mentoring new members as they come into the program, all of that is not taken lightly, and we appreciate you for every minute, for every second that you dedicate towards the program. On behalf of Division F, we've celebrated a lot of successes this year. Despite Hurricane Doreen and despite the recent COVID-19, we have a lot of things that we could be thankful for. We successfully pulled off a fall and spring area and division council meeting. We hosted the humorous, the evaluation, the table topics, and the international speech competition at the area and division level. We successfully chartered 3 clubs during the course of this year. We had a fantastic Toastmaster month as a district here. We had 100% minimum dual renewals across all clubs for both renewal period, which I'm very proud of. And I'm very proud to announce that we currently have 3 distinguished areas and 1 select distinguished area as of this morning. What a coincidence. And all of these efforts, they resulted in a President's Distinguished Division. And I'm very proud to announce that. And I noticed that a lot of our division directors spoke about it being the end, but I see this as the beginning. I see this as another year for us to continue to motivate our members, continue to bring members into the fold, to continue to mentor and provide that mentorship resources wherever we can. So this isn't the end for us. I see this as the beginning. I am able to hand over this year to such a wonderful individual, Toastmaster Clark, who I'm sure will lead us into the successes of the following year. So we have an opportunity to continue to grow. We have an opportunity to continue to mentor, and I'm excited to see what this year holds for us. Thank you.
An unknown author once penned, and I quote, "The real value of setting a goal is not the recognition or reward. It's the person we become by finding the discipline, courage, and commitment to achieve them," end quote. What was the last personal or professional goal that you set? Can you recall the challenges that you faced while working to achieve them? Do you remember the excitement and relaxing sense of accomplishment that you felt after achieving those goals? In life, many things don't go according to plan. If you fall, get back up. If you stumble, regain your balance. Good afternoon to you, my District 47 family. I am Distinguished Toastmaster Deandra Dorsett, Division I Director, home of the Incredibles. As we approach the end of the 2019-2020 Toastmasters year, I want to encourage you to be a goal digger. Grab every opportunity while acknowledging the obstacles thrown your way to continue to lead. G, grab. In July 2019, Division Incredible began the Toastmasters year with great enthusiasm and plans for the months ahead. Never in our wildest dreams did we foresee that 2 months later, a Category 5 hurricane would pay us a visit, thus affecting 5 clubs in one area. With sheer resiliency, motivation, and support, today, the 3 clubs in Grand Bahama, Freeport Eagles, Club Destiny, and BPSU Excellers all stand at charter strength with 10 goals. And Abaco Trailblazers is currently just 3 members shy of being at select distinguished status. O, opportunity. In every storm, there is an opportunity to grow. Despite the challenges faced at the beginning of the year, you remained steadfast and grounded in your why. Many of you could have thrown in the towel after Hurricane Dorian. And even when COVID-19 decided to pay us a visit, but you used these obstacles as opportunities to grow. Division Incredible, as we ensure that each member is given the opportunity to learn and share their knowledge, I am overjoyed to see how you continue to support each other during these challenging times. A, acknowledge. Acknowledge the obstacles. My fellow goal diggers, we do not grow when things are easy. We grow when we acknowledge an obstacle and face that challenge head on. You have proven yourselves to be incredibly insightful, industrious individuals who decided to get back up after a huge fall. With the help of members and our area directors, Anton Brooks, Merla Ataspipawa, Verna Barnaby, and George Melis, Division I now stands at 14 President Distinguished Clubs and 1 Select Distinguished Club. With only 24 days remaining, Division Incredible, the best is yet to come. L, lead. I implore you to continue to lead with the Toastmasters core values in mind. Lead with integrity, lead with excellence, lead with respect, and lead in service. My fellow leaders, I want to encourage you to continue to be goal diggers, the goal diggers that I know that you are. The year may have begun a bit rocky, but with shovels in hand, we can achieve distinguished district. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deandra. District 47 is filled with gold diggers. And now it's my pleasure at this time to introduce our finance manager, the incoming district director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Barbara Strauss.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Barbara Strauss, the current finance manager and the incoming district director-elect. I am so thrilled to be here today, and thank you, District Director Leonardo Burrows, for this opportunity to address our district members. I appreciate the opportunity I was given this year to serve as the finance manager of the district and working closely with the trio and all of the leadership team that comprises the DEC in District 47. Now I have to get down to the nitty-gritty. In the process of approving the budget this past October, the budget created with a forecast of the goals of the district for the Toastmaster year. Those district goals are in parallel agreement with the district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Toastmasters International gave us 2 directives as guidance in preparation of the budget. Do not hoard the funds, and if not budgeted, the funds cannot be spent. We budgeted well, but due to the non-travel restrictions in place, many budgeted items have not been spent. In the month of June, plans are in place to order incentives and awards for this past year of service. District 47 is in a very stable state financially. The funds allocated to the district is a direct correlation to the membership in the district. With the addition of 18 new clubs this year, membership has been one of growth. We started this year with available funds of $58,000. Toastmasters International has not yet set our May membership numbers, so the information I share with you will be the reserve balance, account balance as of April 30th, and the checking account balance as of June 6th. The total district funds that we have currently are $67,833 with a year-end required reserve balance of $21,190. That nets to $46,643 available funds right now. This figure does not include a $5,000 receivable due to the district from the Westin. I am a numbers person by career, but a people person by choice. And in transitioning over to being your district director this next year, service to others has always been a priority in my life. Showing appreciation of our members and our clubs is a priority of the 2020-2021 district budget. We plan to support your clubs by creating incentives to benefit the members of your clubs, to give promotional materials, to build membership, to thoroughly educate the members on Pathway with a hope of luring back those members who are on the fence. My vision this year is one of community, a culture of community. We are a culture of Toastmasters. Let us each reach out to all of our club members. Speak to them with compassion and kindness. Care about them not as a number to your roster, but as a friend who values their worth and relationship with others. They will come back. They will renew. I'm also looking at community outreach. I strongly encourage our clubs in the district to hold youth leadership projects and speechcraft projects so that we can give back to the community, to serve the community, perhaps working with Junior Achievement, with Boys and Girls Clubs, with the youth organizations in your areas. So that is my encouragement to all the area directors to encourage their clubs to reach out to the community. I know that in the long run, the more we give back to the community, the more we will gain as a district and the more personally we will receive. Thank you, Mr. District Director, for this time. Everyone, have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you. If you thought the first rendition offered by Toastmaster Joseph Tapper was great, please welcome him as he comes with another tribute. Thank you so much, Joseph. Toastmaster Joseph Tapper. He is from the DeVry University Toastmasters Club, where he serves as Sergeant at Arms. In this next segment, I introduce to you to bring remarks our Public Relations Manager, Distinguished Toastmaster Andre Kelly, who would be followed by two members of our district trio, Distinguished Toastmaster Andy Byrne, Club Growth Director, and Distinguished Toastmaster Ivan Thompson, Program Quality Director.
Thank you so much, Mr. District Director, and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, family, and friends. What a difference 11 months make. You've grown tremendously in the face of natural disasters and a global pandemic. You, our leaders and members, have shown the world, Toastmasters International, and NGOs everywhere what it looks like to navigate through the challenges of adapting to new norms. Thank you for supporting our live streams, for sharing our photos, reminders, and event notices. Thank you for helping us to manage and expand our social media reach this Toastmasters year. The successes we've accomplished could not be possible without a team of skilled and competent professionals like David Carr, webmaster, Glenisha Aubrey, social media manager, John Snyder, district photographer, Arlene Perdome, wow, an amazing speech writer, David King, photographer, and Verna Bonnaby, all around and graphic artist extraordinaire. Together, we overcame the challenges set, and together we will race to distinguish. Thank you for your service, and thank you, District 47.
Thank you, Andre. Andy?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Thank you. You can proceed.
Each of us is like a projectile entering a quiet body of water. The ripples of transformational change can alter the world when we find our voice and help others find their voice. Over the last 12 days, we have observed thousands of people attempting to express their pain, anger, frustration over the murder of George Floyd. We are observing that the power of a story can evoke deep emotions and actions. Mr. District Director, PQD, leaders, dignitaries, functionaries, members, and guests. We are Toastmasters that are dedicated since 1924 to the premise that communication and leadership skills can make a difference in our lives and in the world. Each of you has already made a difference by your commitment to the Toastmasters ideals of integrity, respect, excellence, and service. Many of you have achieved or are working to achieve Distinguished Toastmaster, which was first introduced in our organization in 1970. Experiential learning, team building, time management, and more than 356 skills and competencies are now being taught in pathways when compared to the 68 skills and competencies in our traditional legacy program. As an organization, we have grown into an international association with 120 districts, 14 regions, more than 16,700 clubs in 143 countries, following the same curriculum. Over the course of this leadership year, one group, the Club Growth Directors Team, has reached out with the help of club leaders, area and division directors, the trio and senior leadership, and the division support teams to fulfill our district mission, to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Our team has provided the opportunities for almost 80 members to grow as club coaches and members. While 17 clubs were established as of today, more are in the pipeline. In fact, over the next 24 days, this district has the opportunity to either establish 3 new clubs or help clubs who have dropped below 8 members become active. This would enable District 47 to qualify as distinguished. If we could increase our paid membership by just 406 members, The announcement of incentive winners established at the beginning of this year will be shared later. All of this would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work from key members who continue to work selflessly. I would especially like to recognize them now. Patricia Stevenson, the U.S. Club Extension Chair. Kevin Ferguson, the Bahamas Club Extension Chair. S.A. Esbute, the U.S. Club Coach Chair. Kendra Monroe, the Bahamas Club Coach Chair. Roosevelt Jean-Francois, the Retention Chair with his team, including Victor Manuel Jimenez and Austin Conica. Christina Kilberg, Chair of the Club Health Strategy Team and the Realignment Chair. Leonardo Burrows, District Director and member of the Club Health Strategy Team. Each of us has a story to tell. Each of you has reached deep to overcome the obstacles we have faced this year, as medical injuries and family loss, the loss of a home, the loss of community during Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas, financial losses and insecurity, social isolation, and changes in family responsibilities with COVID-19. Through all these challenges, the district has innovated, created opportunities, and grown. Over these next 24 days, let's say it again, 24 days, we need everyone's help to push forward, to look to a brighter tomorrow, and help everyone find his or her voice. It's up to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Ivan?
Thank you and good afternoon, District 47. A team is only as strong as its weakest link. And the Program Quality Committee for 2019-2020, I have been able to share a phenomenal and awesome experience in which you, the members of our great district, benefited. And I'd like to showcase and highlight this dynamic group of individuals, distinguished Toastmasters all. Janine Kinsey, my advisor, conference co-chair, and Virtual Empowerment Weekend chairman. Antoinette Fox, advisor. Louis Margolin, our contest co-chair from Florida. Patricia Hamilton, our contest co-chair from the Bahamas. Nakenya Roll, our conference co-chair from the Bahamas. Brandon Kinsey, our Pathways chair. Lori Bailey, our TLI chair from Florida. Tiffany Burrell Roberts, our TLI co-chair from the Bahamas. Cynthia Backles, our DTM co-chair. And Hugh Wynn, our DTM co-chair. Fellow members of District 47, it's pleasing to report that for the first time in District 47, official TLI sessions were conducted. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the training team led by DTM's Lori Bailey and Tiffany Burrell Roberts and the team who put together a comprehensive package that was delivered across the district. Secondly, the sessions were well organized by the division directors and most running makeup sessions to ensure all clubs had an equal opportunity to attend training. Finally, I'd like to add my congratulations to the A Club that had 7 trained officers during both TLI sessions. I believe that you are supplying an outstanding service to your club and its members. These sessions yielded 2 successful rounds of training. First, in round 1, we had 147 clubs that met the requirement, which gave us a percentage of 86.47 club officers trained within the district. Round 2 gave us 149 clubs which met the requirement, which gives us a percentage of 87.65 of club officers trained for that session. Shortly after these training sessions, we were faced with a natural disaster, a Category 5 hurricane, one that delivered mass destruction and devastation. Shortly thereafter, we were stricken with a global pandemic known as COVID-19. These devastations caused us to show our resilience as a district family as we rose above the turbulence and destruction to move forward with our progress. This caused 144 of our clubs to immediately go online using the Zoom platform to further enhance their educational experience and their educational journey. To date, as a result of this, we have, for our divisions, we have one distinguished division and one distinguished president's division. We have 7 distinguished areas, 4 select distinguished areas, and 6 president distinguished areas. We have 9 distinguished clubs, 13 select distinguished clubs, and 62 president's distinguished clubs as of June 5th, 2020. Additionally, I'd like to report that we are on the threshold of being immersed fully in our Pathways program. As you can see, District 47, we have 68.60% of our members enrolled in this program so far, the current members. Out of this, 51.12% are new members. What is good to report is that currently 83.83% of our present club officers are enrolled in the Pathways program. And I'd like to encourage the remaining members in District 47 to get on board and enroll in this Pathways program to enhance your experience. I'd also like to congratulate the 33 recipients that will be receiving their DTM, well, that has received their DTM award. We salute you for your hard work. We salute you for your dedication, and we salute you for your commitment, not just to your personal advancement, but to the advancement of this district. Additionally, I'd like to congratulate 2 division directors that have distinguished themselves. Our Division C Director, Austin Canonica, for attaining distinguished district status, and distinguished Toastmaster Garth Jackson from Division F for attaining President's distinguished status. Congratulations, gentlemen. We want to encourage all of our members to be true to their goals and to remain focused, for goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. Due to this pandemic, we have had to cancel numerous events, which included our conference. But again, using our Zoom platform and of course a virtual platform, our competent team, head by distinguished Toastmasters, again, Lois Margolin and Patricia Hamilton, were successful in pulling off 4 contests from Friday, May 29th to Saturday, May 30th. Thank you again, ladies, and your team for a job well done. What lies ahead of us? June 12th through 14th, we have planned for you a virtual empowerment weekend under the theme, Thriving Through Adversity. The highlights for this weekend include our world champion of public speaking, Darren LaCroix, our international director, Anthony J. Longley, 12 well-planned educational sessions, and you don't have to choose which one to attend, as you can attend all of them. We will have our DTM walk and installation of our 2020-2021 district offices, story slam, karaoke. But most importantly, we have made provisions for our club officers training for 2020-2021. Yes, you can consider this an early gift or a parting gift. We have enough space to train every club officer in the district at this event as we set your clubs up for success in the new term. Fellow members of District 47, I would personally like to say thank you for affording me these past 3 years the opportunity to serve you at the district level. This was indeed a memorable journey, a momentous one. No, it is not the end of my journey, simply a fork in the road, but I would like to say thank you. I have served with 2 wonderful gentlemen, and I could not ask for anything more. Thank you to our district director, Leonardo Burrows, and our Club Growth director, Andrew Byrne, for making this journey a rewarding, a memorable, and a fulfilling experience. Fellow Toastmasters of District 47, I want you to remain true to the cause and remain true to your development as we continue to push ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ivan. Please welcome at this time international recording artist Colin Christopher with a rendition.
If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling every woman, I'm calling every man. We're the generation, we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late. We were looking for a song to sing. We searched for a melody and searched for someone to lead. We were looking for the world to change. If you feel the same, then go on and say, if you're out there, sing along with me if you're out there. I'm dying to believe that you're out there. Stand up and say it loud if you're out there. Tomorrow's starting now. No more broken promises, no more call to war, unless it's love and peace that we're really fighting for. We can destroy hunger, we can conquer hate, put down the arms and raise your voice. We're joining us today. Oh, I was looking for a song to sing, searched for a leader, but the leader was me. We were looking for the world to change. We can be heroes, just go on and say if you're out there. Sing along with me if you're out there. I'm dying to believe that you're out there. Stand up and say it loud if you're out there. Tomorrow's starting now. If you're ready, we can shake the world. Believe again, it starts within. We don't have to wait for destiny. We should be the change that we want to see if you're out there. Oh, if you're out there and you're ready now, then sing it out, scream it out if you're out there. Sing along with me if you're out there. I'm dying to believe that you're out there. Stand up and sing it loud if you're out there. Tomorrow's starting now. Whoa. If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling every woman, I'm calling every man. We're the generation, we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late.
Thank you very much, Colin. I always love to say my District 47, and this quote that I'm about to use is one that I've used often, and it says, destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not something to be waited for, but definitely something to be achieved. And I must say thank you to my District Executive Council, who weathered the storms this year to serve our members as we, the leaders, understand in Toastmasters. The individuals who are the greatest are our members. And so it is with humble posture that I stand before you or sit before you using this virtual platform just to speak to you just for a few moments. Everyone that shared today spoke about an experience. They told their story and they shared in a short time span what they went through this year. And I must say, sitting at the helm, it was not easy. But even as we look with this 24 days that we have remaining, we look with hope and optimism. And as I wrap up all that was said today, I want to do it using 6 words. Choice. Choice. Remember, I started. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. And that is a quote by William J. Bryan. When we offered ourselves to serve, we made the choice that we wanted to give District 47 the best of our time, the best of our abilities, to take the district from one level where it was, distinguished district, to another level. And we did that because the first word that I want to talk about is courage. Courage is that drive, it's that tenacity, it's that will that allows you to get up and go when others say you can't, when some believe it could not be done. It's because of that courage, 11 months later, you're still working hard, you're still pushing. And in my remarks, I'm not just speaking to the deck, I'm talking about every club sergeant at arms, every club treasurer, every club secretary, every club vice president of public relations, every club vice president of membership, every club vice president of education, and yes, every president. It is because of this level of courage, the district is in a good place. And when I say good place, we are accomplishing our goals and meeting our targets, as was outlined. With that courage, we were able to do something else, harness. What were we able to harness? We were able to take this district and do some revolutionary things because we harnessed the successes of the past. And I must congratulate distinguished Toastmaster Fuller, our immediate past district director, who took the helm of this district and brought us together. And I am fortunate to serve on this district executive council for the 3rd year. So I have seen divisions and separations, but because we harness the collective intelligence of every member of the team, our district is no longer fragmented. We're unified and we're together. So we took advantage of holding on to those things that united us, our cultural diversity, the uniqueness of every member, and yes, we allow those uniqueness to be put on display, which brings us to our 3rd point. With courage, we harness opportunities. What do you mean opportunities? As many alluded to, and this is something I chuckle about often, when I decided to become district director, never in my wildest dreams would I imagine a Category 5 hurricane would hit the islands of the Bahamas and totally devastate the islands of Abaco and Grand Bahama. And for those who do not know, the Grand Bahama economy and the Andros economy are the number 2 and 3 economies in the Bahamas. It literally crippled those islands. But the members that were in those islands decided to push. And they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. And they said, we will continue in the program and we will continue to work. But it didn't stop there. Friends of Toastmasters, and this is why our district is so resilient, came together and started to send items from Florida into the Bahamas to get to Grand Bahama and get to Abaco. And they sent it because We believe in taking advantage of every opportunity to show that we're not only Toastmasters, but we believe in the core values of the organization, which is integrity, respect, service. Because in Toastmasters and throughout this year, there has not been big eyes and small youth. Everyone mattered, and that is what made the difference. I didn't even know or had an inclination that COVID-19 would affect the world. And in that pandemic, the world came to a screeching halt. Toastmasters districts all around the world has seen drastic declines in membership. Toastmasters districts around the world has lost dozens of clubs. But District 47, despite our challenges, our members have said within themselves, this is an opportunity for me to expand my virtual knowledge and expand my capacity as a leader, as a speaker to do something different. Hence, we have taken advantage of this opportunity to stream live. I've never done this before, but in Toastmasters, this is where leaders are made. Yes, this district has been challenged because we too have had a falling off as it relates to membership. We understand the financial burden this pandemic has placed on our members. But there are clubs that have banded together and members who are sponsoring members because they know the value of the Toastmasters program. There's an opportunity in Toastmasters because even as you look at this pandemic, there is now an opportunity for you to expand your skills, to practice using this virtual experience so that when you enter the job arena again, you will be more marketable. So let me encourage each and every one of you as Toastmasters to share this secret with your friends, because for $90 a year, they can benefit from this platform. Organizations are looking for people who would have upgraded their skills during this ordeal, and Toastmasters is a viable option. We need courage to harness our opportunities and initiate. And speaking about initiate, our district and members didn't cower in fear, but we put our shoulders to the wheels, we put our head in the game, and we strategized. This district developed a technical support team to help our clubs strategize and utilize the Zoom platforms. We strategized and we came up with virtual means to stay connected. And as a result of this, our members started attending Toastmasters meetings all around the world, in Dubai and in Qatar, in China, in India, wherever they could find a club. And this was a tremendous experience where our members felt the strength of the Toastmasters program because they had courage to harness their opportunities and initiate. Initiate simply means to cause something to happen. I'm not the bearer of bad news because I'm an optimist. I see the glass half full as opposed to half empty. And I believe that no matter what is going on in the world today, that Toastmasters is a viable option to help us not only become better leaders, better speakers, better thinkers, but to be revolutionary individuals. Courage to harness our opportunities and initiate consistent. Consistency is all about us being in this last quarter, this last round, and not giving up. Our club growth director mentioned we are 3 clubs away and a little over 400 member payments away from becoming a distinguished district. And you know why we're there? Because there are clubs who are pushing and submitting and working with their members so that the clubs can become distinguished, so that the clubs can become select distinguished, so that the clubs can become presidents distinguished. And that requires effort. And so I speak to presidents today. Don't give up with 24 days. Give your best shot. You may have had a rough year. Toastmasters, again, is where leaders are made. This is your defining moment. And let this moment define you as that leader that stuck in, that shrugged their shoulders, relied on the strength of the team, and plotted a plan to success. Because with courage, if we harness our opportunities and initiate consistent effort. What do you mean effort? It's all in the mind. As a man thinks, so is he. And effort has everything to do with mental and physical energy needed to achieve a desired outcome. You have to speak to yourself first and tell yourself, I can do this. As district director, I don't know everything, so I surrounded myself with a team of individuals who are gifted and talented. I was never intimidated by them. I listened to what they had to say, and as a result, we're moving forward and we're working as if this is the first day on the job. So with the same tenacity, let me encourage you as members to share the best kept secret as it relates to public speaking around the world, Toastmasters. Let me encourage you as we beat the clock to get 5 new members into your club, because Toastmasters is that viable option for shy persons like me. And as you can see, I'm still nervous. And as you can tell, it's showing on my face. But Toastmasters has helped me with that. So put in the work, put in the effort. Your district has done a lot of things to show effort. We celebrate our members to ensure that this year we had one outstanding member from every club in District 47. So we would have awarded over 170 of our members. During this year, we held the Hall of Fame ceremony at the early portion of the year. And I am so glad we did that, because COVID-19 spoiled all of our plans. But when the clubs and the members had the opportunity to come together and be celebrated for the work that was done, it left them with a phenomenal feeling. And during the next Toastmasters year, the incoming district director said, we'll do the same thing. So let me encourage you. Let me remind you that as Toastmasters, we lead beyond ourselves. And I challenge each and every member of this leadership team to not keep this secret to yourself, because we still have a lot of miles to cover. And in this 24 days, I believe with everyone moving shoulder to shoulder, talking to one another, picking up the phone and calling members that we haven't seen for a while, reminding them that they are part of a family that has over 300 and something thousand Toastmasters in over 142 countries around the world. And although they may feel as if the organization is too big to reach them, I want them to know that the organization is small enough to care, because somebody picked up the phone and called, because somebody took the time to send a WhatsApp or text, or because somebody sent an email and was all to find out how that Toastmaster was doing. And for those watching this feed who may not be a Toastmaster, as you would have enjoyed what took place today, this is because we are authentic people. We believe that everyone has the ability and capacity to achieve greatness. And as your district director, I am committed with the next 24 days to pushing our district to achieve accomplishments yet unseen. And I need a district executive council who will stand with me. I need club executives who would stand with me. I need club members who will stand with me and say, when history is recorded and everyone look at this pandemic, there will be one thing that will be said when District 47 is mentioned. It was as if COVID-19 never affected them. So with courage, let's harness our opportunities and initiate consistent efforts, because if you add S to choice, it's choices. But you don't have to chase success. It comes after we do the things that I recommended. God bless you. Thank you, District 47. You are an incredible group of people. God bless. Now that we've taken a minute for that to simmer and marinate, because I get excited. Our host security will now assist at this time with any questions from our members of Facebook family. And these questions are addressed to the entire team. Shakira?
I have no questions yet. I am on Facebook and also in the chat. If you have a question, please go ahead and post it for the team.
Thank you very much. As we await any questions at this time, I would just like to thank all of you, our District Executive Council and our members. And for those of you who have not yet signed up and registered for our Virtual Empowerment Weekend, you can feel free to do so by visiting our district website. You can also visit our Facebook page. And those of you members and club officers, you can also check your emails as it relates to that information. And for our club officers, our COT will also be that weekend, our club officers training, and this is a accredited event. You can also check our Facebook pages, you can also check the website, and you can also check your emails as that information was sent out. You will receive additional information coming up. Shakira?
Okay, before I get to the question, I want to share with you some comments, Mr. DD. Congratulations, you should be proud of your year, especially with such monumental challenges from Phyllis May. Also, congratulations, take it all in from myself. We love and appreciate your leadership this year. And a question on the floor is, what is your advice to those that lead in time of crisis?
My advice to those that lead in times of crisis is to remember, as leaders, you don't have all the answers. And you have to rely on the deep bench, and that is your team. Any leader that feels as if they know everything, you automatically set yourself up to fail. I surrounded myself as a leader with people with incredible skills that were smarter than I am. And when I say smarter, it's okay as leaders to not know everything. And you have to understand that. And once you go to your team for support, they will help you, but you have to be open-minded. Another thing is, some of their views may be different from your own. It doesn't mean that they are anti your authority, because as a leader, you are a servant to the people that you lead. Be open-minded, because as you filter through the things that are being said, your job is not to take the critical things and look at it as bad, but to weigh it and pull out the good and empower your team to help you move forward. Because being a leader is a lonely road sometimes, because people see stuff and they look at it and they say, wow, it's good. But the nuts and bolts is where all of the stress is. And when your team is invested, they will work, they will push, and they will hold your hands. And that is how you lead through crisis, by understanding you're not alone. Utilize your team. Thank you. Shakira?
Mr. Didi, we have a lot of congratulations and just heartfelt wishes coming in to you. I have a question from CC that says, are there any more leadership support roles still open?
Leadership support roles, would that be for this Toastmasters year or for the incoming team?
Okay, go ahead and clarify, CC.
Okay,
for the incoming year.
I see incoming year. For anyone who is interested in serving, what you can do is send an email to the incoming district director, and that will be B. Strasdas and at toastmastersd47.org. Our chat monitors will put it in the chat for you so that you can utilize it, and you will be further updated in relation to that.
Earl Campbell is asking if the entire Bahamas is under District 47.
Yes, the entire Bahamas. And the Bahamas is an archipelago, which means that our islands are separated by water and we don't have any bridges. And we have Toastmasters clubs in about 6 of those islands. One of those islands, Maybuana, is the furthest island south. It's closer to Cuba and the Dominican Republic. And it takes over an hour to fly there.
Okay, we have another awesome job to District Director Barrows and the D47 team for your phenomenal efforts this year. You turned the misfortune of a pandemic into an opportunity to provide new experiences that were creative and innovative for the members of this great district. I particularly enjoyed karaoke and look forward to the upcoming Empowerment Weekend.
And that's what leadership is all about. And for our members, one of the things we showcase during this time, and I must give kudos, I know I mentioned the technical support team because they did a phenomenal job actually amalgamating us with this virtual reality. Distinguished Toastmaster Lois and the team, also Distinguished Toastmaster Kelly and his team in public relations for ensuring that during the curfews and lockdown, that District 47 members could have participated in karaoke, yoga, and a lot of inspiring tools and techniques that we can learn so that we can stay fit, stay mentally healthy during this time. And that is one of the things that made us a strong district this year, because we tried our best to remain connected with our members. Hear any further questions?
No more further questions. Earl Campbell is on Facebook. He's asking for a chart that shows the leadership from DTM boroughs down or even from Florida. I believe we can see that at the Toastmasters D47.org website for Earl Campbell.
Thank you. He can visit the Toastmasters D47 website so he can get the complete list of officers in District 47. Thank you so much, Shakira. Thank you so much, District 47 leadership team. My trio, that's my right hand, Distinguished Toastmaster Byrne and Distinguished Toastmaster Ivan Thompson, all of the division directors, area directors, I must say thank you for your work. And to the over 700 club executives, our district is strong because of you. Let's push the road to distinguish. The journey continues. Thank you all so much for attending the State of the District business meeting, and have a great afternoon.